What'd you guys make of that AFC NFC Championship Weekend? Kind of saw the old Washington Commanders, Philadelphia Eagles thing coming, unfortunately. I think you probably had a hunch yourself, Mike, as much as you didn't want it to happen. I didn't want it to happen.
I know I bet on the Commanders, so I mean that's what
yeah. Well, just goes to show. And then, of course, nobody that likes their money bet against the Chiefs, even though we thought maybe if it was ever going to happen, this would be it. Maybe this is Josh's year. A lot to be said about that 4th and 1 play. I think that thing's been talked about, but where do you stand on it? I mean, are we NFL's rigged, Chiefs, blah 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 blah, or are we like, come on, guys, you gotta beat the guy to be the guy?
Yeah, like Ric Flair said, you got to be the man. To be the man, you got to beat the man. And right now, like in any major sport, tie goes to the best team. So that was not definitive at all. So I don't think the NFL owes Buffalo anything. The referees don't know. I mean, it wasn't conclusive. Do you think it was conclusive, DK?
No, I think you gotta go out there and beat him.
Right, exactly. So,
and I thought the thing is, I thought that he could. Yeah, I thought that he could. I thought that watching Josh Allen this year, I thought it wasn't a terrible candidate to go and be the one to knock him off, but it just didn't happen. I mean, he was playing superhero football all year, full blown Roy the Rover stuff, and it was just hard to watch. I really wanted him to win. I really did. But it's also, and this is more of a Ray point of view, but by osmosis, it is a very Buffalo Bills thing to do, what they did last weekend, Ray. Mm-hmm. No, I mean, it's the only thing that's more Buffalo Bills is if they had won and finally beaten the Chiefs and then lost to the fucking Eagles. That's the only thing I could think of that's more Buffalo Bills.
That would have happened, though. That absolutely would have. Absolutely. And once again, ironically, they are the Philadelphia Eagles from the early 2000s. They are. And once again, that's okay. Because that means you're having really good seasons. You're going deep into the playoffs. I mean, obviously, they haven't made the conference finals 3 or 4 years in a row, but I think they've made 2 or 3 now under, Josh Allen's leadership. So, they just can't figure it out. And once again, I remember how it was with Peyton Manning early in his career. It didn't matter where, especially if we came up here, it was a wrap. Like he wasn't winning up here, until 06. So I don't know. Just sometimes you just can't get past certain guys, and whether it's Lamar can't figure it out, Josh can't figure it out. Any quarterback, right? Outside of Burrow, even like I said, Burrow hasn't won yet, but he's the only one that's come in the Arrowhead and done something, something of any magnitude. So, I don't know, but I'm to answer your question about do I think it's rigged or is it's like nah? It's like they're what we were, yep. And it's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. Yeah. And they have the best player on the best team. And, they had a quote unquote subpar season in people's eyes. And yet they're still here in the Super Bowl and have a chance to do something that hasn't been done.
Conference out of the game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, is it 8 straight now for them? Is it 7 straight? 8 straight. Is it 7 straight for them? 7 straight. So okay, it'll be 8 next year. But yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So it's wild to see what they've done. But like I say, I don't. Now my only thing is I don't want them to get 3-peated. We'll talk about that. But it's just like other than that, they've been awesome and they're good for football. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I've obviously being a. Why?
It just helps my Brady narrative more because I'm okay with Andy Reid passing Belichick because I do think Andy Reid's a better football coach than Belichick because every team he's ever gone to has gone further. 3 quarterbacks, 2 teams, always in the playoffs. But like, you want something you want to have someone to chase, and the Chiefs are obviously the people to chase. Now I don't want them to win fucking 6. But whatever, whatever would motivate this cheap ass organization that we've become to stock up and go back after and try to achieve glory again, I'm all for it. I am. Like, I do. So that's what I want. I really do like Andy Reid. I know Mahomes, whatever. I think on the field he's the second greatest quarterback I've ever seen in my life. Right. And usually there's like, we talked about this, I think a year ago, the three of us actually, there's always like a 10-year gap between eras or dynasties. This hurts Patriot fans so much because it literally was us, and then
there was like an actual crossover game between Brady and Mahomes. Like there was an actual crossover Super Bowl, like a gauntlet handoff crossover.
Right. So
yeah,
I hate Philly so much. They ruined our chances for a three-peat. So I don't want them to ruin.
The second time. I'm like, sorry, yeah. The second time, right. Yeah, right.
That'd be an interesting wrinkle for the. It'd be an interesting wrinkle for the Philadelphia Eagles to just play spoiler to both of those situations both times, right? Just in the context of the kind of fan base that they are.
I mean, listen, because I like Saquon, that's the only reason why I was like, I would love to see.
Me too. I mean, how can